Hey guys, are you having trouble with chord changes and transitioning? This could be an issue for some people, especially if you're a beginner player. So when you're playing guitar, you've got to be conscious of a few things. And if you really want to fix the problem, you want to fix it fast in the beginning, otherwise you will continue to make some of the same mistakes. And there's a lot of little misconceptions about chord transition. So I want to just clear up some things to make it easier for you in your practicing, so that when you do get to play, you can fix those problems easily and really get ahead in your practice game. So what we're going to do is focus on the G chord and the D chord. So those two chords right there, we're going to practice going back and forth with. So the important thing to note is that we're going to take out the strumming part of this, because in a lot of times when you're playing, you automatically get into the strumming with the chord changes. We're going to take away the strumming and just focus on just one strum for each one. It's important to hear the clarity of the notes for each chord. So when you're strumming the G chord, for instance, I want you to really hear each note. Now, if you can't hear one of those notes, there's two things that could be happening. Number one, you may not be pressing close enough to the fret, and you can get a buzzing sound. Or you might not get no sound at all. So once you fix the issue, which is either pressing down hard enough and staying close to the fret, you can fix it easier that way. Okay? So we'll go back and forth between the G and the D. Now, if you're still having trouble, what you could do, because we really need to create muscle memory, is create the shape of the chord and move from the shape to the next shape. So you're not actually strumming at all. We're just going through the motions of going back and forth between a G and a D shape, okay? Again, muscle memory, repetition. In repetition, you're going to be doing things over and over again, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you do it right the first time. So if you're having trouble with the G chord, before you even go to the D chord, if you're having trouble with the G chord, continue strumming the G chord till you can hear every single note, and don't move on until you hit the full G chord to the D. Now if you have to, again, go through each note. See, I can't hear that last note. Wasn't pressing down hard enough. So hopefully these tips help out for you. So before jumping into a bunch of strumming patterns while you're playing chord changes, really take time to look at the transitioning between chords and practice. We're just going between G and D right now, but start adding another chord. So G, D, let's add C, and we'll end on D. And then when you finally get good at transitioning and going back and forth between chords and hearing those chords clear, then you can begin to add strumming easier. Thanks for watching, guys.